Hello Scorpio, welcome to your February reading. So I pre-laid the cards. In the underlying energy or the past, here I have for you the Six of Swords. That's moving on. So you were in a situation that wasn't so pleasant, and you're moving on very very decisively. Anyway, you made a decision and you were sure about it. Those two, this is movement and this is movement. This can also be travel, but I see it as a decision going somewhere. The other card that came out was the Pope and the Four of Swords. So whatever the move you made there that propels you, that brings you to your calmer waters, to another level. Maybe it was about a job. Maybe you were working for a big company. Maybe it was about a relationship, a stable relationship that you were in. Because the Pope can be institutions, marriage, government, things like that, where the laws of man are applied. And with the Four of Swords, it's like if that movement still you had to kind of retract and try and understand what pushed you to make that decision, trying to understand the whole concept of it. This can be just one move. Four of Swords, there's the Three of Swords here. So there was disappointment in the past, and here you are with your Sword of Truth, trying to understand what happened. Healing, taking a retreat, taking a time for yourself. That was in the past. In the now, so you've healed from that. In the now we have the Princess of Cups. So there's someone giving you a loving communication, a very loving communication. Ace of Cups in the now, and the Ace of Swords. So that move that you made in the past was very good for you, because now you have the universe giving you that abundance of emotions and a clarity. Ace of Swords, it's a victory through clarity. It's that understanding, that honesty, that decision, seeing clearly about the situation. So it's a very honest start, emotional start. In the outcome, we have the Eight of Wands. That's fast communication, moves, decisions, and things like that. Can be communication through the internet, or just this exchange of opinions, doing things that one after the other to lead to your goal, but in a fast way, in an effective way. After that we have the Emperor. That can be you, or that could be that you're dealing with an Emperor, a strong masculine side. And after that came the Queen of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles. So whatever is the dealing with that Emperor, it's bringing you a lot of solidity. It's bringing you this new opportunity, the communication of this new opportunity, but in a very solid manner that would solidify your finances, that would solidify your capacity to take care of yourself, or to be taken care of, or to take care of others. In that sense, sitting on a throne, Queen of Pentacles. So we're gonna ask Spirit for some clarification on this story. I call upon Spirit, I call upon my guides to give me a clear reading for Scorpio. Call upon Spirit, call upon the light, and I call upon my guides. Okay, Okay, so what was that Pope, the Hierophant? What was that Pope spirit in the past? Was it work? Was it a relationship for Scorpio? The Chariot is a very strong decision. It's movement. It's success in that way, where you're sure of yourself. Okay. Yes, it is something you had to leave. Something that you had put a lot of emotional investment in. If it was a relationship, it's that moment when we see that we are not happy, that it's not fulfilling us anymore, and we have to, since we only have one life, we have to try and find that happiness, that Ace of Cups there. Wait a second, I'm just gonna erase that. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it was really a decision to leave this behind. Okay. So tell me about that Princess of Cups. What's that communication about for Scorpio? Tell me about that Princess of Cups for Scorpio, Spirit. Five of Pentacles. That's interesting. It's maybe a communication that either from someone that you felt left out in the cold, or that you didn't think would communicate with you, or maybe you left them out in the cold. But it's the lack mentality. It's that receiving a compliment where we didn't think we would from somebody we didn't think would give it to us, or this, because yes, this is like a bit of two opposites there. Maybe a communication. Because we do have the Ace of Cup after. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Cup before I talk too much. What's that Ace of Cups there? That's the Seven of Wands. Defending your boundaries, defending yourself. That's weird with the Ace of Cups. Maybe you don't want that communication, or you have to fight for it, because that's something you love, and maybe you'll have to fight for it. Give me another card for the Five of Pentacles here for Scorpio. Why is the Five of Pentacles here on the Princess of Cups? Ten of Pentacles, it was under the deck there with the defending yourself. Defending your family, defending it's about your family, it's about your legacy, it's about something strong that maybe you didn't think you had access to, or that was denied to you. And now you're fighting for it. Give me another card for the Ace of Cups. What are we talking about? Why does a Scorpio have to stand their ground about it? Why do they have to put up boundaries or stand their opinions against naysayers? High Priestess. It's an inner knowledge. Two of Cups here. Maybe it was someone that you felt deeply, that people wouldn't be very agreement with it. But the High Priestess can be like the mystery woman, the person we don't really have access to, but is connected to us on a very deep emotional level, energy level. But it has to do like you defending, you have to defend like your legacy, your belongings, what you've built in life. What's that Ace of Swords? What's that Ace of Swords here? Whoa, that's too much after the pack. Well, we do have the Queen of Swords. You're cutting out somebody. That's that Ace of Swords. Maybe when you left, oops, okay. Here we have the King of Cups. That can be you, that can be your masculine side. You have the World, end of a cycle, you're cutting something. We have that Four of Swords that's again repeating itself from that healing and understanding with the Sword of Truth. Here's the Sword of Truth. That's maybe the understanding of what happened. We have the Three of Wands, the Sun, and the Eight of Wands again. Here, communication, fast communication. You're ending a cycle there. You're defending your boundaries. You're defending... here, that Ace of Cups can be your self-respect, your self-love. You're defending it. Defending what you've built up in life. The sun is going to be shined on it. You understand, you see it. The universe wants to give it to you. Maybe there's a settlement or something like that. I don't have the court justice, the justice card here, but... see the Queen of Swords again. You're cutting out. Here you made that decision to move on. You're leaving something that was well established. Even if you're leaving and going in the cold. You're defending your boundaries. What you believe and what you feel in your heart. You have the Sword of Truth. And this is to close up a cycle. You're here with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the queen that was hurt in the past. And now she sees clearly with her wisdom what she accepts and what she doesn't accept. So that's really an end of a cycle for you. The World. What's that Eight of Wands? There's going to be communication. To put things to light, the sun, so that things become clear. And then you're at the Three of Swords, Three of Wands, where you can look out and see what will become coming for you. Eight of Wands. What's the Eight of Wands? What's the communication about? What's the communication about, Spirit? You want to talk about the Emperor? What's the Emperor? The Magician. That's you being in your power. Oh, the Tower under. Maybe you were dealing with an Emperor, but if this is you, you're manifesting from a very strong point now. Now that you finished this cycle. What's that? Queen and Princess for Scorpio. What's the Queen and Princess for Scorpio? Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you were dealing with a Taurus with the Pope also, but what's that? Oop. Oh, the Tower, see? When a card wants to come out, it wants to come out. And here's our Queen of Swords again. You're really in the archetype of the Queen of Swords right now. That's what you need to get into. That clarity of mind. With the Tower here, maybe you were dealing with manipulation here. You're seeing clearly about it. What was your stability, what was you thought was stable and strong, crumbles. And it could have been provoked by the Emperor, could have been provoked by manipulation. Because we have the Tower there. Queen of Swords again. What's that communication about? Eight of Wands. It's like you're in those... oh, that's a bit too much. You're in... Right now, you're in those communication and maybe with lawyers or with advisors or whatever, but or with that person to defending your patrimoine, what you've built, what you've created. Because you made the decision to move on. You were hurt in the past because 2 times the Four of Swords, that needing of healing. But your heart is being mended. You're protecting your heart with your intuition and defending your position there. And you have the Ace of Swords. You get that truth and clarity. You finish that cycle. What's that Eight of Wands? Spirit, you don't want to talk about the Eight of Wands? That cycle is finishing with a bang. There with the Tower. Here we have the King of Pentacles. So maybe you are dealing with an earth sign. And we have the Two of... that's trying to balance things and juggling emotions a bit all over. King and Queen of Pentacles here. Whatever you were living in the past there, you're leaving it because it's... You've got 2 cards of leaving, 2 cards of healing. And leaving even if maybe there's no good communication anymore. There's no loving words anymore. You're feeling left out in the cold. You're defending your value. You're defending what you've built. You get the Sword of Truth. There you are as a king, finishing that cycle. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of, you know, maybe the King of Pentacles is juggling there, trying to fit things. And that thing, King and Queen of Pentacles, Emperor and the Magician. There, if I have the Tower there, That means that there was manipulation. Be careful about manipulation from that Emperor. Things are gonna crumble. But the light is going to be shone on this. Tell me the outcome, Spirit. What can Scorpio look forward after that, after the Tower? What can Scorpio look forward? It's like a bit messy, you know? What can Scorpio look forward? I'm going to use another deck, because if they want to give me something else, call upon Spirit, I call upon light. Just give me what Scorpio has to look forward after that Tower that crumbles. Maybe crumbles a couple here. And they're fighting there, defending their position. Scorpio, we have the Queen of Cups. That's you. That's good. You in your element. Give me another card. Scorpio, what do they have to look forward? The Star. That's a wish fulfilled. That's being realigned with what you're supposed to do and what you came here to do. That's faith. That's beautiful. The Eight of Pentacles wanted to come out too, but you know, that's working and seeing results. Can be working on yourself or working on your career. Maybe this is a job, or I don't know, but if it's a couple, it's a messy separation. And if it's a job where you're leaving and maybe you have to have your last pay or what you've built over there and you want to bring it back, you know, what you gave over there. But things are, even, you know, there's going to be a lot of communication and everything, and things are going to crumble. But at the end of it all, it's so that you go back on your path and what you're supposed to be, Queen. You're supposed to be a Queen of Cups there, and with the Star, aligned with the universe, with faith. So that's your reading, Scorpio. It's getting a bit dark. Anyway, I'm gonna wish you love and light. Maybe at one point there's gonna be a Vimeo link for a love reading, so check again, and I'll see you next month. Okay, bye bye.